My name is Jason Carmel, and I'm going to talk about defamation in Twitter. The reason why I thought it'd be a good talk for me is I work at a digital agency based here in Seattle called Zaz, where we have a pretty cracked social media team, so I do a lot of that at work. But I'm also a lawyer, and so it's a kind of a good thing. I really hate having a slide to waste on this, but I need to say in this litigious society, I'm not your lawyer. I'm not offering you advice. I don't read in the paper tomorrow, oh, that guy at Ignite told me we could not wear pants. I can't take responsibility for that. In terms of law and social media, the law is old school. They're designed to look backwards. And so when a new technology comes out, they're uniquely bad at deciding what to do about it. And that's why they constantly mess up copyright law, patent law, etc. But with Twitter, I think, and defamation, we have a good thing going. The law applies exactly as it's meant to. So we're going to talk a little bit about how that is and how you can protect yourself as you use this great tool. So as defined, defamation protects a person's reputation against statements that are both false and derogatory. And so there are a lot of these other sort of rules and regulations that define what defamation is, but we're going to talk about the two that I think are most applicable in Twitter, false and harmful. If you avoid either or both of those, you're generally safe. So let's unpack that for a little bit. We'll start with false because it's generally the easiest to grok. Truth is an absolute defense against defamation. Here we have a tweet about Michael Vick in which a woman refers to him as a dog torturer. Generally, she's probably safe at that because Michael Vick was convicted of a crime involving dog fighting. So it's a truth, she's pretty safe. But statements have to be verifiable to be considered defamatory too. Can it be true or false? If not, you're safe too. Let's unpack that for a little bit as well. Here we have a statement. Jason is an asshat. There's no good way to test if Jason is an asshat. There's no rule. A court is not going to unpack whether that's true or false. So you're generally safe with a statement like Jason is an asshat. It's not verifiable. There's no test. There's no medical test to determine that, so you're probably safe. Let us contrast that, however, with a slight change in that. Which is Jason is a meth-addled asshat. With that one addition, you've changed something that probably isn't actionable to something that probably is. You can test for the truth of whether somebody is addled by methamphetamines. And so if somebody adds that little thing, they go from probably safe to way, way not safe. So let's talk a little bit about harmful and how you can avoid saying harmful things. It is perfectly legitimate to be mean and rude in these United States of America. What we're talking, thank God, what we're talking about harm is hurting the reputation of somebody so that they risk a loss of money. There are statements that are almost never harmful and statements that are almost always harmful, and then there's a lot of junk in the middle, which you got to be careful about. These statements are almost never harmful. Calling someone a dumbass. She makes me want to light myself on fire. The movers I use sucked out loud. That's generally free speech. It's subjective. You're safe generally, again, using that. Contrast that to things that are always harmful. Libel per se, as it's called in courts. A criminal charge. That guy's a pedophile. Imputes a loathsome disease. That guy's a herpetic pedophile. Those will automatically get you pretty much challenged with defamation. A lot has to do with word choice in defamation. Big skank, you're safe. Call girl, you're not. So there's a lot of art in this, in addition to the science. You have to be careful. We have our first Twitter case. It involves Courtney Love, obviously. She allegedly referred to a former business partner as a drug addict and dealer, etc. We'll have to wait and see what the courts say about that. Important tips: false plus harmful equals defamation. Low traffic defamation is still defamation. Retweeted defamation, still defamation. Be careful. And here's the thing. Is this the highest order to which we can aspire with this new technology? The reason why I like defamation law as it applies to Twitter is that it makes us think as we type in those 140 delicious characters. And that's what I would leave you with. Tweet deliberately, think, and thanks very much. Hope to talk to you later.